Welcome. The coffee shop is open. Welcome to anybody who's new. If you don't know the setup, just go and find yourself a seat. Regulars, make the new ones feel welcome for me, won't you? And we'll have no pushing and shoving. There's plenty of seats for everybody. Okay, I know you've all come to find out what Barry has been up to. At the moment, he's sulking in the kitchen. Yes, he's been heavy-handed with the panini machine again, and it is currently out of action. He's broken it, so I've got to get a man in again to have a look at that. But I have made a really nice sandwich, which is the special today. I've just got a double chocolate mocha, which I've made myself. And in fact, if you want a drink, I think you better let me make it, given the news that Barry's had. But sandwiches, for you vegetarians, well, you don't have to be a vegetarian, but if you don't eat meat, you might like Stilton and cranberry toasty. Yeah, Stilton and cranberry toasty with a little salad on the side. But I have made, for you meat eaters, on seeded batch. It's been spread with sweet mustard, a layer of sweet pickle, generous helping of pastrami, rocket on top, and bread that's been spread with sweet mustard on top with a little salad. Yeah, and whatever drink you want. Lorna, if you happen to be in, I've got some iron brewing for you, my lovely. Yeah, it's like hen's teeth in this part of the world at the moment, iron brew. Yeah, so you're very lucky. But I will tell you about Barry later. Now, in May, you may recall that I said we were going to Peterborough to see Bill Bailey. We had a lovely time. It was our Christmas present off the kids. They clubbed together to get us tickets to see Bill Bailey at the East of England Arena, and a night in a little hotel with bed and breakfast. It was really, really lovely. So I'll pop that on now. So yeah, you can see that with the second day we were really lucky with the weather. So different from when we were driving up. It was cold and really miserable and really bad traffic. But the second day, beautiful sunshine. And Peterborough, I have been once many years ago to go to the passport office, but beautiful architecture in the old parts of the city, really lovely. Then I went to a place called Market Deeping because I'd done a little bit of research and I found a craft shop and I went there. I'll show you now what it was like. So that's Riverside Crafts and Riverside Beads, and here is what I bought. So I had a little haul in Riverside Crafts. Let's show you what I bought. Okay, I bought but more of these actually. They're little faux fur pom-poms. Oh, and they're so soft. Bought two of those. I think they were £1. The other things I can't remember how much they were. I have got some glossy accents. It's not cheap anymore, is it? But I did need some, and yeah, that's going to be very useful. I bought a couple of sweet poppy stencils. Again, they were reduced, and this one is, I think, in yes, it's from Lavinia. It's an image from Lavinia Stamps, so it blends in with some of her stamps, and actually so does this one, and I think I've got the stamp of this, so it'll be nice to stencil through these as a backdrop, but also what do you call it, texture paste. I think these come, I'm not sure, do they come with a magnetic shim? Let's just have a look. I've got some sweet poppy stencils that aren't Lavinia, and they are incredibly good value, and well, I don't mean good value, they're very good quality because they're metal. Yeah, so they don't come with a metal shim. So I had two of those. Let's get out all these other little bits now. I am a sucker for all kinds of things, so okay, I got some jump rings. So these are for jewellery as well as paper crafting. and it comes in a handy little container which will go into my toolbox, my jewellery toolbox, which I will show you one day. But you've got all kinds of colours there, so you've got kind of pewter through to copper, gold, gunmetal, so those are going to be very useful. I love little beads, so they're not cheap, but they are really good quality. These are Japanese. These are really interesting, kind of asymmetrical. They're not kind of regular in shape. So I've got those. I've got some thingies. Oh, do you know, these are crimps? Stupid me. You could use them as beads, but they are crimps, so therefore squashing on some jewellery wire or thread to keep a bead in place or a finding in place. So I've got those in kind of like the dark grey and then silver. I've got a couple of bezels, large heart mount bezels. I have actually got some of these somewhere else actually, but I'm going to have a go at acrylic pouring again, or using the Pepeot Prisme paints. So I've got two of those. I was very disappointed they hadn't got big packs of the silver head pins. £3.85 for 25 pairs. Yeah, so it's not cheap. Whereas these 100 pieces were the same, were less, £3.50, but they're nice and long, so you could cut those in half. Yeah, that was very useful. I've done those, and then I've got these little charms, little heart-shaped charms, and there was something else. Was it? Yes, I saw this after I'd paid, but this is their own brand, little die, £5. Well, I loved it because you've got little stars, little tiny hearts, and the little houses. Now I'm sure that I have got some little houses, but this is just a really nice little Christmas set all in one, and it's all joined together, so you can cut it out, and I think it'll go through. Yes, it'll go through my sidekick. So yeah, that was a little impulse purchase on the way out after I'd bought everything. Then there was opposite, there was a big antiques vintage market, and I bought these. They're all £1 just for cutting up, but I might learn to play some of them first. But old music hall songs. There was one that was really funny. Let me see if I can find it. Might be in this one. What ho, she bumps, and when father papered the parlour. Yes, they knew how to have fun, didn't they? When was this published? I wonder if it says. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't say. But when father papered the parlour, you couldn't see him for paste. Dabbing it here, dabbing it there, paste and paper everywhere. Mother was stuck to the ceiling, the children stuck to the floor. Never knew a blooming family so stuck up before. So that was my little haul. They were very friendly and very lovely in there, and they do I said they do web. So yeah, they've got a website. Yeah, so I'll leave that linked in the description box down below. What else have I been up to? I feel quite good today. I've done quite a lot of crafting, and it's Wednesdays I'm filming this, but it'll be Thursday when you see it. I'll be at work, so you'll all be able to have your nice cup of coffee at 11 o'clock. No, do you know what? Yeah, I'll schedule it for 11 o'clock, and then I can join you at 10 past 11 in the staff room with a cup of coffee. Yeah, so I've done quite a lot of crafting this morning. I was supposed to be having a tidy up in my craft room. The 3D printer has gone out of here, which gives me a bit of space and gives me a part of a cupboard free as well. But yes, I am doing a video about the state of my craft room. I am so embarrassed about how bad it is. It's awful. It's really, really awful. But I'm going to show it you in stages because I am going to do the great, I've been talking about it for ages, craft room revamp. Yeah. But here is a catch up of Woollysteph Art Club that I've done this morning. So I'm still behind with my art journal. I have done one prompt, which I think was the 15th of May, which is circles. I'll talk you through what I've done in a minute. But look how chonker this is. It is fit to bust. I can't fit anything else in it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I hadn't done anything, because I knew I had to make another album. But I've cracked on and I've done that. I'll show you in a minute. So I think the prompt was circles, and this is what I have done. I have got a circle stencil. It's got all these different circles in, and what I did was I went through with a blending brush and Villainous Potion up to Shaded Lilac, blending out just really carefully, and then I kept the stencil in place and used a micro fine pen, a fine liner, to draw around each circle just to give it definition. And then I used, I just ran out of washi tape, and I thought, oh, let's have a go at doing some mark making like I've seen lots of people do. I've never done this before. It was great fun, which is why my hands are a bit messy, sorry. And I've used acrylic paint, gold acrylic paint. Look at the shine on that. Really like that. And then I was thinking circles. I thought the circle of life. And these are stickers from my lovely sticker book that Woollysteph gifted me for my birthday. So I've got the egg and the adult bird, circle of life. Then just a little bit of Tim Holtz ephemera. And then I used a circle punch, just used a journaling card. And I put part of it here and wrote the circle of life. I chopped a little bit of it off. Circle of life, and then put the other bit of the circle there. So that is my circle. So I've got whatever yesterday's prompt was, and I've got metallic to do, and I've made a little album. So it says Woollysteph Art Club Volume 2. I know Woollysteph is one word, but I couldn't fit it on the little thing. So this is Tim Holtz ephemera, little hand pointing to it. And I've made my album out of Amazon packaging or cardboard box. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what it was. It was a box that a design team package from Cheryl Simone Crafts came in, 2 layers stuck together. So this is 4 1/4 inches square. I've made my spine on this one slightly wider. So this is 2 inches. And the paper I've used is Curiosity Shop Graphic 45, gifted to me by a lovely subscriber. And inside this is the reverse. I just liked it. It was quirky. And this is recycled. I had a pair of shoes that I bought from Sainsbury's years ago, and they were canvas with kind of like a crepe sole, and they were black leopard print, and these were the shoelaces. And the shoes I wore to death. I don't think I've ever worn a pair of shoes so much to death. And I thought, oh, I'll keep that because it's kind of like a satin ribbon shoelace. So I've used a shoelace to do my tie enclosure. I've got enough room in here for 7 signatures. These were just what I took out of the other album. So I need to crack on. I'll take you back up top now. And I think it might be, oh, I don't know. Yes, it's time to dish the dirt on Barry. So I'll leave Woollysteph link down below, and thanks Steph for hosting the art club. I know hundreds of us enjoy taking part in that. It's been a long time since I've done a proper coffee shop drivel, and there's loads and loads in here, and I hope you enjoyed the little trip around Peterborough. I'm not the best camera person, but I used to talk about books I'd read a lot, and I've read a couple of books recently. They've been children's books that the kids at school have been reading. But my dad bought me this for my birthday, and I just started reading it the other day. And It is beautiful. So it's called, in case you didn't see, it's called Holding by Graham Norton, who I do love anyway. I've always liked him. I used to like his radio show on a Saturday morning he used to do. And he used to have a TV show as well, didn't he? And I think, was he on? Did he ever do Just a Minute? I don't know. But this is his first novel, and I'm really enjoying what I'm reading so far. I'm only on about page 26. But early on, he's talking about a young couple. And, well, they were young when they got married, and it's sort of like the throughout their marriage, this really struck a chord with me. It said, some marriages combust, others die, and some just lie down like a wounded animal, defeated. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really describes bad marriages. It says, two people lying in the dark, full of love, but both thinking they had failed the other. Some marriages combust, others die, and some just lie down like a wounded animal. Beautiful imagery. So I'm really excited about this. It's essentially a whodunit, but beautifully written. Yeah, so let's cut to the chase, because this is probably a really long video, and I am sorry. Barry. It was at the bus stop the other day, and guess who he bumped into? He only bumped into Beryl. Now, if you're new here, you might not know about Barry and Beryl. Barry is my virtual barista in my virtual coffee shop. And he's a bit naughty. He's got a bit of an eye for the girls, a bit of an eye for the boys. He's just a bit naughty all round. He steals wine that's meant for our red wine risotto and drinks that. He does unspeakable things with pepper grinders and squirty cream, but we won't go there. No, well, he bumped into Beryl at the bus stop. He did. And they struck up a conversation. They did. And do you know why they struck up a conversation? It wasn't about Brussels sprouts this time. No, it was about babies. Barry has discovered he's got a love child. Yeah. So he bumped into Beryl at the bus stop about a week, 10 days ago. And she was there, bold as brass, with a buggy. And there was a baby in the buggy. Yeah, a little boy. Yes. And the little boy was about 6 months old. And Barry said, whose is that baby then? Beryl flushed. Didn't answer him. Barry said, how old is this child? Who's called Brandon, by the way. And Beryl said 6 months, thereabouts. He was born on December the 5th. Barry did the maths. Turns out he's fathered this child, Brandon. So that's why my panini machine has taken a battering today. He's taken all of his, I don't know, his worries and his thoughts out on my kitchen equipment. Yes, yes he is. So, I think he's worried he's going to get a bill for maintenance, for child support. So that's where Barry is at the moment. So if you want to find out more about Barry, I'll perhaps come back with a bit more coffee shop drivel next week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm back, hopefully Saturday, with a woolly pod. Bye now.